Gilles Ménage was a French scholar. Biography. He was born at Angers, the son of Gilles Ménage, King's Advocate at Angers. A good memory and enthusiasm for learning carried him quickly through his literary and professional studies, and he practiced at the bar at Angers before he was 20. In 1632, he pleaded several causes before the Parliament of Paris. Illness caused him to abandon the legal profession for the Church. He became prior of Montdidier without taking holy orders, and lived for some years in the household of Cardinal de Retz, where he had leisure for literary pursuits. Sometime after 1648, he quarreled with his patron and withdrew to a house in the cloister of Notre-Dame de Paris, where he gathered round him on Wednesday evenings those literary assemblies which he called mercuriales. Jean Chapelain, Paul Pelisson, Valentin Conrat, Jean-François Sarrazin and Dubos were among the habitués. He was tutor to Marie-Madeleine Pioche de Laverne, Comtesse de Lafayette, later the great writer, to whom he was very attached. He was admitted to the Accademia della Crusca of Florence, but his caustic sarcasm led to his exclusion from the Académie Française. Ménage made many enemies and suffered under the satire of Boileau and of Molière. Molière immortalized him as the pedant Vadius in Les Femmes Savantes, a portrait Ménage pretended to ignore. In 1664 he published at London an edition of the Lives of Eminent Philosophers by Diogenes Laertius that contains an unedited anonymous life of Aristotle. This life was known as Vita Menagiana before the critical edition by Ingemar During. Aristotle in the Ancient Biographical Tradition, Stockholm, Almco Vista Amp, Wixell 1957, reprint in New York, Garland, 1987, pp. 80-93, with the title Vita Hesici. In 1690, he also published a supplement to the work of Diogenes Laertius titled Historia Mulierum Philosophorum. It is more than a scholarly compilation of 65 women philosophers he had found from his studies of the books of ancient writers. He intended to create a history for these women and dedicated his work to Anne Lefebvre Dacier, whom he described in his introduction as the most learned of women, whether of the present or the past. Ménage died at Paris in 1692. After his death, his friends published, under the title of Menagiana, a collection of his witticisms and table talk. The edition of this collection by Lemonoy has found favor. Works: Poemata Latina, Gallica, Greca, Italica, Observations et Emendations in Diogenem Laertium, Paris 1663. Origine della lingua italiana, Diction et etymologie, Observations sur la langue française. Histoire de Sabler. A second part of this work was edited from the manuscript and published by J. B. Haureau in 1873. Antibale. Historia Mulierum Philosophorum, French language translation as Histoire des Femmes Philosophes, Gilles Ménage, 2006, Paris, Editions Alia, 96 pages, ISBN 2869597193. English translations. The History of Women Philosophers, translated from the Latin with an introduction by Beatrice H. Zedler, Lanham, University Press of America.